Hi everybody, it's Tammy with stampwithtammy.com, and I'm here with another unfold less than 10 minute or 10 minutes or less card. We're going to make this fun side step card, and this is what it looks like when it's all setting up. Can you guys see that okay? But anyway, let's get started. We only have 10 minutes. So we're using this new online exclusive called Web of Fun bundle, along with Frightfully Fun designer series paper. So let's get started. You're going to need a piece of pumpkin pie, 5.5 by 8.5. I'll post this. This is the template for scoring and cutting, but I'm going to show you it right now. So you're going to take your 5.5 by 8.5, and with a short side at the top, I'm going to line it up at 2.5 inches. The hardest part of this card is cutting, and it's really not that hard. Then I'm going to line my cutting blade at 6.5 inches and press down, and then I'm going to cut up to 1 inch. Can you guys see that? So you're just going to line up this little line here with a 1 inch down to 6.5 inches. Okay, that's all the cutting. Now I'm going to bring in my score tool, and on the 2.5 inch side, the other side is 3. We're going to score at 4.25, but you're only going to score up to the cut line. Okay, now we're going to flip it around. We're going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches, 3.25, 4.5, and 6.5. Okay, that's it. That's as easy as it is. Okay, other things before we start folding that, let me go through everything you're going to need. You're going to need 3 pieces of pumpkin pie cardstock. They're all 2 7/8 inch wide. This one is 1 7/8, 1 1/8, and 7/8. Okay, those are for the right side. Then you're going to need a piece of basic black that is 4 by 2.25. And then a piece of the designer series paper that is 3 7/8 by 2 1/8. And then you're going to need a piece of basic white that is 4 by 3.5. This is for our sentiment and our spiders, and then we're going to die cut them. And then another piece for the punch, because you're going to need a 1 3/4 inch white circle punch and a 1 7/8 inch black circle punch. I cut mine a little bit longer than I need. This isn't the right punch, but it's just so I have something to hold on to when I'm punching. So instead of just cutting it 2 by 2 where you would have to move it around like this, which you can do, but I just do it like this because then I have somewhere to hold on to. Okay, so that's that. You're going to need a 4 by 4 inch piece of basic black for the web die cut, and then a scrap of basic black. It actually measures 1.5 by 2.5, and I put the double-sided adhesive on the back of my sentiment, and that is it. Oh, and we're also using this adhesive backed bats. And the embossing folder, so these 3 here, we're going to emboss it with the Swirls of Magic embossing folder. And I've already done that to speed things up. So let's do some of our stamping. We're going to use pumpkin pie ink, and we're going to stamp the Halloween in pumpkin pie. You want to leave a little bit of space. You don't want to stamp like right up above the edge. And then we're going to stamp 2 black spiders. These are really cute little spiders. He has a happy face. Not scary spiders. Just like that. And like that. And then I'm actually going to clean this off. Well, I'm going to do this away. I just use the Stampin' mist and spray a bit on it and then wipe it off with a rag. Because I'm going to use that here in a second. Okay, and then we're going to die cut these using the this die here and then the spider dies. They do have a die that you don't have to stamp with, but I went ahead and stamped. So I've already cut those out. Just like that. And then on my circle die, I'm going to put the Very Spooky Sentiment. I'm going to stamp it kind of at the top of the circle. And then I'm going to use my spider and I'm going to stamp a spider here. And then just a little bit of spider there. And that's it for the stamping. So let's put this baby together. I have a feeling it's going to take me longer than 10 minutes for this card. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to adhere my circles together. There will be a downloadable PDF on my blog. I'll put a link in the description so you can download all the measurements and all the supplies needed. Okay, so we're going to turn it over this way, and this side folds up, and then this one you start down, down, and down. Okay, so let me show you again. So you go mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And this one is a mountain. Okay, now I'm going to just adhere all of these embossed pieces. This is just for some added texture. Just like that. This one goes on the front. And then this one goes on the third one. I don't put anything on these because they're kind of the back side, and so you don't really see them, although if you wanted to, you certainly could. Okay. Now this one, oh, we're not done with stamping yet. I forgot about the big. So there's this big, huge spider web in the stamp set. Love it. I'm just going to ink it up with the Tuxedo Black. And then I'm going to stamp it off to the left side a little bit. And you just want to press down so that you get a good inking. You could also use a stamp positioner if you wanted to. Okay, so this is for the left side. Aren't those ghosts cool on the other side? This is a really pretty designer series paper. And then this is going to go on this side. Centered just like that. Now the Halloween is going to line up right here. And so I don't want to put glue on this tippy top part. So I just want to put a little bit of glue on the bottom and then all the way over here. And then just glue it down like that. And I just thought of this. I need to trim this. And so if you do this before you adhere that, you could use that as your template. I'm just going to use this, and all I want is I want to do it like this so that I can glue it down. And so I'm just going to flip it over using the cardstock just as a template so I can cut straight. And I'm just going to cut it like that, still holding it. Okay, so see how this is going to fit right here. So when I do it, again, I don't want to put glue all the way up. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some glue around. Just like that. Don't worry, my glue dries clear, so it doesn't always dry on your fingers. And if you didn't get enough, like high enough up, you can always just kind of turn it over and add a little bit. Okay, just like that. And then my circle, oh, here it is. My circle I'm going to add with some dimensionals at the bottom. And just kind of at an angle. Okay, you with me so far? Then I have my two spiders. I'm going to use Stampin' dimensionals on those too. And their faces are like you want them upside down. See the face? And this one on my original card, I put it on the right side, but I want it higher up. So just like that. And then this little guy goes right here on this spider web. And then this happy, just pull off the back of it. And it's got the adhesive. And he's gonna go right here. Okay, and then I have, these are the cutest little things. They're called adhesive backed bats, ghosts, and dots. See the little ghost and the bats? Aren't they adorable? They're really kind of thick too. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to add two little bats down here. And they're thick enough where you can just do it with your fingers. Okay, now the dots aren't. So you're going to have to use, let me put my glue away real quick. You're going to want to use your take your pick tool. Just like that. And there you have your card. Oh my gosh, a roadrunner just ran past my window. So there you have it. That's what it looks like flat. It fits in a regular size envelope. It might be a little thick, so you might need a little bit extra postage. But then it sits on your table like that. And you can see it. So I'll take some good pictures for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and you guys have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.